I'm Father Chuck Dornquist, the Director of Vocations for the Diocese of St. Petersburg, and today we're answering 20 questions with Seminarian Nick Gunn. Seminarian Nick is from Our Lady of Lourdes in Dunedin. That's his home parish. He's currently in his first year of Pre-Theology at St. Vincent de Paul Regional Seminary. Nick, are you ready to answer 20 questions?
Father, I was born ready.
Ooh, okay. Well, Nick, question number one. Where did you grow up?
So I actually grew up in Pinellas County, was born in Largo, but spent, I'd say, the overwhelming majority of my life in my hometown of Dunedin, in the same house for probably close to 15 years at least with my family. So I really had the blessing to grow up in Dunedin. Now my home parish is in Dunedin, and I love that city a lot.
Very good. And what do you do in your downtime?
My downtime, I like to read, watch movies, hike, go to the beach, go fishing with my friends. If my friends are around in town and outside of COVID times, we'd like to go to the brewery or go to Tampa Bay Lightning games. Love those when they were in town. Go Bolts. We won the championship, but hopefully we can get back there soon.
Cool. If you were to suddenly become a master woodworker, what would you build?
If I suddenly became a master woodworker, I would build a dining room table because that's where my family gathers around a lot, and to intentionally make something that can bring people together would be beautiful in my mind. While I'm not a master woodworker, it would be a miracle if that were to happen, but that's what I would build.
Awesome. What song do you have completely memorized?
Oh goodness. What song do I have completely memorized? A lot of, I really like country music. So I'm trying to think of a country song that I like. Country music. Lord, I Need You by Matt Maher. I'm a Matt Maher fan as well. So it would either be in the Christian worship realm or in the country music realm. But Lord, I Need You is one for sure.
Okay. If you could be an animal for a day, what animal would it be?
I love dogs. I think dogs have awesome lives. And I have a pet wiener dog, and I love him a lot. And it would be nice to just be a wiener dog and be able to talk to my dog, to talk to my dog, get to know him. But that would be awesome. Just be able to get their opinions on us. I think that'd be really funny. It'd be a lot of fun.
Okay. Nick, do you believe in Bigfoot?
I don't personally believe in Bigfoot, but I do find it interesting watching the TV shows where they go hunting for him. Okay. Because if they do find, I would love to be proved wrong. I would really. So if someone can prove me wrong, I would love that. But ultimately, I don't believe in Bigfoot.
Okay, that makes Bigfoot sad. Do you have a favorite movie?
Do I have a favorite movie? I really enjoyed the movie Inception. It's a movie that makes you think and critically acclaimed, and every time I watch it, I get something new from it, and that's kind of the approach that I take in movies, trying to whether take the artistic themes away from it or things of that nature. That movie made me think, and that was not what I was expecting going into it, but I'm glad that I got that out of it.
Do you have a favorite movie quote?
My favorite movie quote is probably from Forrest Gump, and it's just "Run, Forrest, run." Because my family, when I was young, they used to always quote that, and I never knew what it meant before I saw "Run, Forrest, Run," or before I saw Forrest Gump. It's funny, but that would be it. That's just an iconic one that people know what you're saying whenever you say it.
Sure. Do you have a favorite place?
One of my favorite places, I had the opportunity to serve as a summer missionary at Camp Hopecrest in Georgia. And that camp just, it transformed my life, but also I got to see people's lives be changed just by the power of Christ, and just the ability that camp has to really keep people in silence and to just let the Lord work on them and to move in their heart. It's a beautiful place in my mind, and I think of it as a sanctuary. So whenever I have the chance to go there, it's always a blessing.
Beautiful. Nick, what's your least favorite food?
My least favorite food? Ugh. Well, it's also good. I don't know. If I had to guess, I don't really like mushrooms. I don't like slimy things. So I'll eat raw spinach, but cooked spinach, I don't like the consistency. Kale. Some people live and die by kale, but I can't do it. I'll eat broccoli. Because broccoli's crunchy, but yeah.
Very good. All right, so those were the 10 warm-ups. Now we're going to go into the 10 deeper dive questions. So, what could you give a 40-minute presentation on without any preparation?
What could I give a 40-minute presentation on? I think, just due to my personal background, I think I could give a 40-minute presentation on personal and professional development. My bachelor's is in finance from the University of Florida, and I spent a lot of time in their leadership school, in the Florida Leadership Academy, and I was able to really sit down and talk about the different tenets of leadership and what we look at in the corporate world. And for me, it was just echoing what we need in the Christian world, and what was lacking in the corporate world. I really felt that Christianity and Catholicism could really enhance. So whether it be leadership and development, professional development, I think that's something that I've spent a lot of time around, and kind of that personal development. So something that's really helped me, and it would be a pleasure to help others.
Awesome. Who or what has been most influential in your life?
I think that it's really been the people who've been most influential in my life. Father Chuck, you've been very influential in my life. I have other friends and family who have really shown me the witness of what life with Christ looks like, and that witness to joy, happiness, and purpose, whether it be in life as a priest, life as a father, a biological father. Those witnesses are really essential, and my hope is that I can be a witness to other young people as well.
Great. What's the best way a person can spend their time?
The best way someone can spend their time, I think, is loving and helping others. I think that is what Jesus put on our hearts, and I think that is part of our existential purpose, is to love each other, but also to know and be loved by God. So that's really, and I think that's done a lot by our interactions with others. We see Jesus in the people around us. So spending time with your loved ones and spending time loving others, I think is really what will help us the most in our journey to salvation.
Awesome. Is there anything in this moment that you're looking forward to?
I'm looking forward to Advent, in that season of preparation for the Lord. It's something that I look forward to every year, whether it be the Christmas, the decorations, the cookies, the good food, the family, and I'm sure that it'll be different this year because of COVID. However, that principle of waiting on the coming of Christ, it's universal, and that can't change. So I'm really looking forward to that.
Great. And what age? Sorry, we'll start that over. What age did you start thinking about priesthood?
It's very interesting, because before I would have told you that I would have thought about it when I was around 15, but when I was going through a lot of my old memory boxes, I found a keepsake from kindergarten, and when I was in kindergarten, I answered a bunch of questions, and I asked what I wanted to be when I grew up, and I wrote down a priest. And I had completely forgot about it. But seeing that when I was discerning was just, a slap in the face from God. Just wake up, you've got to give this a shot. So really, I think that the witness of priest, spoke to me obviously for a long time. So from a very young age.
And what would you say your family or friends thought before entering seminary?
My family had known that it's something that I was thinking about for a while. And like my mother, she was just so happy that I had the courage to take that step, and I was pursuing something that was greater than myself and that I wasn't afraid. My friends respected it. Not all of them are Catholic, but they were like, Nick, we really respect the fact that you're able to pursue something that you are so passionate about. So I had a lot of support, which is crucial. And all I can do in things is to support others who are considering the same.
Nice. And what would you say your family or friends think now that you're a few months into it?
So I have been quarantined up here, so I haven't had the chance to see them. But just in phone calls with them, they can tell that I'm just a happier and more fulfilled. Like even in my day-to-day of going to classes and praying, I feel like I'm living into the purpose that God has for me and becoming a disciple. And I think it reflects in the conversations that we have. And they've let me know that. And it's really, it's nice because when I'm talking to the people around me, we're all seminarians, but when I talk to someone who's outside of this bubble, it's nice for them to give me that affirmation.
Nice. What's one thing you wish people knew about Catholicism?
I wish people knew that Catholicism champions faith and reason. Fides et ratio, they're the two wings that lift the church. Beautiful, beautiful imagery, but it really is just essential in our understanding of the world around us, and that science is, it's an understanding of reality around us. It's not an opposition to our beliefs. And I wish people didn't have that preconceived notion that to believe in God is to deny science. And I really think that to believe in God is to, believe in like the order and structure of the universe and what we're called to be. So that's something I love to talk about, and that's something I wish people knew.
Wow. What's one thing you wish people knew about seminary?
What's one thing I wish people knew about seminary? We're normal guys. We're all striving for holiness, but we all have our downfalls, and none of us is perfect. None of us are perfect. We fall, we sin, but we keep getting back up. And I wish people knew that if they just had that outlook, that they can be forgiven of anything, and God doesn't call the equipped, He equips the called. So I wish that's what people knew.
Nice. And then final question. What's one thing you would say to someone who's thinking about priesthood or thinking about seminary?
The thing I would say to them is something that I said to myself. It's like, be courageous. Be courageous and lean into the love that God wants you to receive in your life. Ultimately, your vocation is how you're being called to love, and it's how you're being called to be loved, whether it be as a priest or a biological father. And just be courageous, lean into that, and things will work out. God is not outdone in generosity, and this time it won't be a waste. You'll either grow in the faith and decide this isn't what you want to do, or you'll find the greatest gift that can be received.
Well, thank you, Nick, for answering the 20 questions. That was fantastic. Please remember to pray for Nick and to pray for all of our seminarians for the Diocese of St. Petersburg. Nick, have a great day.
You as well. Thanks, guys.